Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. This will be my second to last video of the year. Can't wait to put this dumpster fire of a year right behind me. It's gonna be great. I bet you guys are excited too. But let's close out the year with some positive expectations from XRP chart analysts. So for most of the past week, many analysts that I followed kind of tapped the brakes, said, okay, I can't make heads or tails of this chart because of the news dramatically affecting the structure of the market, which I think is fair enough. But I don't know if there's something in the water all of a sudden, but like today, multiple analysts predicting big moves, in terms of positive price action for XRP this market cycle, despite the news that has come out, the SEC, of course, suing Ripple. And so these analysts are saying it's not going to matter. It's simply not going to matter. So I'm going to share with you their opinions. I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I just think it's fun to talk about this stuff and run this YouTube channel purely as a hobby. That is all that it is. Just want to make sure everybody is aware. Also, if you would please delicately tap the like button, I would appreciate the support, and consider subscribing if you've not yet done so. Take my free content, damn it. Now, I would like to point out, I'm not going to go through this article, I just want to point this out. Here's a headline: eToro drops XRP for U.S. customers. You saw a bunch of other cryptocurrency exchanges dropping XRP, whether they're delisting or just suspending, including Bittrex. There are a bunch of others. I've been reporting on it along the way. And so it's funny to me that this most recent exchange, eToro, which is gigantic, by the way, dropping XRP for U.S. customers, the price didn't go down for XRP. It went up. And so the point that I want to make on this is that the people that were frightened by this type of news, they've exited, it looks like. It doesn't matter what additional exchanges come out. Yeah, it was scary when Coinbase said that they were going to stop supporting XRP, but the market did tank there. But now it's just, nobody cares. I don't care. Like, these things do not faze me. And seriously, also, to anybody that reduced or exited their position in XRP, I am actually sympathetic. I'm not going to call you some sort of idiot for doing that. Maybe you think I'm an idiot for not exiting, but I personally would be more fearful not having exposure to XRP, because I firmly believe, and again, not financial advice, but I firmly believe it will be worth substantially more in the future than it is today, and I'm firm on that. And I think that all the litigation will get sorted out as well. And I also, if you're looking for a cryptocurrency exchange in the United States to use, I'd recommend checking out Uphold, Uphold, if you've not yet used them. I've been using them personally for 2.5 years, and they are not paying me to say this. Although if they want to give me their money, I'll say it even more. But they're steadfast in their support of listing XRP. They've made it very clear. And I shared a thread from the CEO of Uphold just the other day. Not going to run through it in this video, but they are standing firm. And I haven't seen that type of response from any other cryptocurrency exchange, frankly. So while every other exchange on the planet in the United States seems to be, throwing XRP in the toilet, Uphold is not going to do such a thing. And it was funny. So here's a tweet from Duality XRP who wrote, wait a second, pretty much the entire USA shut down XRP trading and it's still holding at 21 cents. And I responded, indeed, USA is a tiny percentage of global volume. Additionally, there are tons of people that believe Ripple will be proven to be on the right side of history. And I do firmly believe that. As I record this, XRP is at 21.9 cents. You got Bitcoin at $28,898. And the market cap for the asset class, $767 billion, with Bitcoin dominance at 69.98%. And XRP actually got as high as 22.8 cents within the last 24 hours. So I don't know for sure if the bottom is in, but many analysts seem to think that actually is the case. But who knows? There's always wild cards. I want to share this from Credible Crypto. And he's not the one. So look, there's an analyst, and I'll be getting to in just a second here, who does say that XRP this market cycle, you can be expecting $9 or more. And I'm going to share with you his specifics on the rationale for that, so on and so forth. But I want to run through this first because I just thought this was an awesome thread from a very popular chart analyst named Credible Crypto, who now has over 90,000 followers. Man, killing it. So he wrote thread, unless you think XRP is actually going to zero, spoiler, it's not, it doesn't make much sense at all to sell here. But credible, I can put the money elsewhere and it will make me money. Why hold this rotten centralized scam coin? It's just going to go down forever. Well, good sir, let me put this into perspective for you. Even if you think XRP will never see all-time high, or even past $1 again, chances we see a dead cat bounce at the bare minimum are high. Aside from the fact that we are now in a full-fledged bull market, we can see that sell pressure on XRP is waning at this time, not just on the Bitcoin pairing, but also the USD pairing. Bullish divs, bullish divergences, are popping up everywhere across all time frames. This indicates that at the very least, we will likely see a dead cat bounce here shortly, if not reversal. So let's take the chart below for example. If you hold here, even a dead cat bounce to 40 cents would increase the value of your position by near 100%. If you moved your funds elsewhere, say ETH for example, you would need to ride ETH from current prices of $750 to $1,500 to get the same rate of return. Or you would need to ride Bitcoin from $28,000 to $56,000 to get the same rate of return. Do you see what I am trying to say? The only reason you would be selling here is if you think that there is actually a decent chance that XRP could go to zero. The only reason you would be selling here is because you think that despite Japan, UK, Thailand, etc. having no issue with XRP, despite 90+% of trading volume coming from outside the United States, despite the fact that all of the SEC's allegations have yet to be proven in a court of law, XRP is still going to zero. All demand, 100% of demand, is going to vanish for the third largest crypto in the space without a dead cat bounce. This is what you are betting on when selling XRP here. Of course, it is your money, your decision, and your responsibility. So you should absolutely do whatever you want. But this is my perspective on why it simply doesn't make sense to sell at these levels, and why I won't be selling any of my XRP at these levels. At this stage, downside losses are literally capped to 20 cents a coin. And upside potential is massive if/when we stage a recovery. Do your own research. I'm sticking to the plan. I will add, this does not apply to someone who is in a trade. This is from the perspective of a long-term investor. If in a trade, you need to stick to your defined SL. Further, our first key resistance between 25 to 30 cents. If we do push up, watch that region for a pot rejection. I guess he means potential rejection. Anyway, so how baller of a freaking thread was that? That is exactly how I feel, and I thought it was so well written, I had to share it with everybody that's listening to the channel here to this video. Yeah, XRP is going to zero right now after 8 years, even though like the rest of the world is not delisting it, and the SEC hasn't proved anything yet. Like, I understand the fear with the charges, but I think that Ripple is going to be proven to be on the right side of history, even if they end up having to pay a fine of some sort. Cool, whatever. And so I understand things could get much worse if it doesn't, the court doesn't go the way that I think and hope that it will. I always acknowledge that, but I am my conviction is strong. And I have not sold a single XRP. I will not until it's worth substantially more than it is today, period. And then there is an update from another popular analyst named Magic, and he's the one predicting some major upside action here, potentially at least. He's saying that it's in the cards. And so check this out. And one sec, I think... There we go. Wow, I was just curious. I hadn't checked this in a while. He's up to 76,250 followers on TradingView. That's crazy. Wow. I mean, this is not Twitter. That's TradingView. That's, wow. Anyway, what if I told you, this is him now, what if I told you that despite the Ripple/SEC lawsuit, the impact of XRP trading halts and the absolute panic selling that has taken place in XRP remains well positioned in a long-term bullish setup? That's what I'm seeing on the chart at the moment. Now, that could obviously change, but currently I don't see any real reason to panic. In fact, I see the exact opposite. I see a very rare buying opportunity, one that doesn't usually present itself in the beginning stages of a confirmed crypto bull market. So let's look at this weekly XRP chart and I'll show you what I mean. And so I don't want to read this whole thing. If you want, actually, if you want to, I mean, it's on your screen, you can pause it. But I did want to highlight ultimately that his opinion here is that if we mimic the chart action that we saw in late 2016, that into 2017, that you're looking at XRP potentially getting up to around $9. And he's not even ruling from there. Ultimately hitting, he cites it right. It's on the screen. Potentially, and there'd be a retrace, but potentially up to $55 as well. And so these numbers, there are many analysts that were calling for, $20, $30, $40, $50 before the news of the SEC. And so it is interesting to see that we've got the first analyst that I follow. That's enough time has passed since the market shakeout for him to indicate, no, it looks like it's still intact despite the fact that we were just back testing this where I'm circling right here, this pink trend line. He's like, no, it's just like bouncing off it, right? Here's not the one for today. That was the previous one from the other market cycle. So holy hell, that is something. And he's definitely not the only one, by the way. I watched a video earlier today from DIY Investing, and it was specifically about XRP. And you can see here's a tweet he wrote about it. Don't sell your XRP. The XRP FUD has been strong, and many have panic sold their bags because of it. I've got an insane pattern playing out that signals the sell-off is completed. Initiate bounce now. And so in listening to him, he cites, look, if you're a person that just wants to get back to break even, like say you're down in XRP, he was basically saying the same thing as like what Credible Crypto was saying in terms of whether it's the 30 to 40 cent range. He thinks that in the short term is likely to be in the cards, but he got a little bit more bold than that even. He said that he personally believes that XRP will eventually hit its all-time high and then ultimately break out into new levels of price discovery. And so it's just multiple analysts who, most of them, and I don't mind this at all, but most of them over the last week, they're kind of like, yeah, I can't tell, the chart's broken, because of the news. But now I'm getting a little, they seem to have a bit more clarity, and they're sharing it, and it happens to be, happily surprising, like with the type of things that I'm hearing from them. And I guess given that people are just speculating, I guess we shouldn't be too surprised if indeed this happens. It's just XRP. I can't imagine that it's going to stop being correlated to the rest. It'll be the only coin in the asset class that's not correlated to Bitcoin anymore. And so, unless there's something where like an XRP killing thing, and look, even if XRP is deemed to be a security, I'm not even convinced that is going to send it to zero. I mean, it may damage price for some time. But I don't know for sure if that breaks Ripple's business model even. I'm not sure. I don't have clarity on that, to be honest with you. So I just, scary news got it. People responding emotionally, and I don't blame them at all. But I'd be shocked if humans decide right now, before there's clarity with the SEC, if they decide that, XRP is just decoupled forever and it's never going to rally. Because I think there's going to be so much money pouring in. There already is. It's already beginning. We're in a bull market. There's so much money coming in. I can't imagine that XRP doesn't get a piece of that. And so, anyway, DIY Investing is saying if you want to get out, you can. If you just want to get back to break even or have a small bit of profit, around 30 or 40 cents. But he said his plan hasn't changed. He's just going to continue holding XRP. Here's a tweet from my fellow XRP YouTuber and chart analyst Blockchain Backer, who was indicating that he still thinks that, from a technical perspective, XRP would need to close out the month at 30.5 cents. Not that it's impossible, but from where I am, my time zone, there's about 5.5 hours left for that to happen. I'm in the Midwest. So we're approaching, as I record this, it's 6:23 p.m. in the Midwest here, so Central Standard Time. Not crypto's crazy, could happen. If I had to guess right now, probably not, but whatever. Lub Crypto is pretty much verifying the same thing. Lub Crypto here on the screen, he was saying he was looking for 30 cents, but end of year. But we're splitting hairs. 30 cents, 30.5 cents, whatever. We shall see. But it's exciting times, and I'll mention this too. I'm not going to read this article, but from newsbtc.com, Bitcoin closes 2020 as best performing asset of the last decade. I'll tell you what, this new decade is over the next 10 years in particular. I think it's gonna just melt faces. Like, what's gonna happen in terms of price action? So I'm feeling good. Like, despite what's happening with the litigation here with Ripple, like, I'm just gonna continue investing in the crypto asset class. I've paused my purchasing for XRP. My bags are packed. I am not selling until we see some really positive price action. But it's gonna be really neat to see over the next decade what exactly happens here. But I better wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.